Very good morning, friends. I hope you're all safe and healthy. Well, I've been carrying out the exercise of elaborating certain paras in Indus 1. And last time we had a video which was dealing with para number 69 that elaborates the concept of classifying the liabilities as current and non-current in nature. Now today I'm going to deal with one of the explanations you can say, or we can say the clarifications as far as the para number 69 is concerned. When you're reading the para number 69, it cannot be read in an isolation. The para number 69 is to be read along with the para number 72, the para number 73, as well as the para number 74 and para number 75. Well, in the subsequent videos, I am going to deal with the para number 73, 74 and 75 as well. And then I think if the need is, I'm also going to make a little consolidation of all these paras once they are done. Well, in this particular video, what I'm going to cover is the clarification, you can say, which is given with reference to the para number 69 as far as a classification of certain financial liabilities are concerned. Let's dig this para in detail with you in this video. जो बच्चे अपनी तैयारी कर रहे हैं CA फाइनल मई 22 और नवंबर 22 के लिए, उनके लिए नए साल में शुरू होने जा रहा है योद्धा CA फाइनल ग्रुप 1 का बैच। योद्धा इसलिए कि हम चाहते हैं कि आप इन एग्जाम्स को एक वॉरियर की तरह क्रैक कीजिए। 5 जनवरी से जितने भी आपके CA फाइनल के ग्रुप 1 के सब्जेक्ट्स हैं, आपको एक ही सब्सक्रिप्शन के अंदर सब कवर मिलेंगे, जिनके अंदर आपके साथ अलग अलग टॉप एजुकेटर्स जुड़ेंगे अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट्स के लिए, जिनमें लॉ अमित पोपली सर, राहुल मलकान सर SFM, खुशबू सांघवी मैम ऑडिट, और मैं आपके साथ लूंगा फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्टिंग। टाइमिंग्स इन सब्जेक्ट्स के अलग अलग हैं, जिनमें कोई क्लैश नहीं है। SFM में राहुल मलकान सर लेंगे सैटरडे और संडे 8 to 1 PM, और मेरी फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्टिंग की क्लासेस होंगी मंडे टू सैटरडे 6 to 8 AM। लॉ की क्लासेस अमित पोपली सर लेंगे 7 PM to 9 PM, और ऑडिट के अंदर खुशबू सांघवी मैम का बैच रहेगा 10 AM to 12 PM। तो क्लासेस में आपको कोई क्लैश नहीं मिलेगा, ये सभी क्लासेस आप लाइव अटेंड कर सकते हैं। एक सब्सक्रिप्शन के अंदर आपको अनेक फायदे हैं। लाइव इंटरैक्टिव क्लासेस हैं, यदि आपकी क्लासेस मिस हो जाती हैं तो रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स पर आप अनलिमिटेड एक्सेस पाएंगे। डाउट सॉल्विंग सेशंस होते हैं, एवरी 4th सेशन इज अ डाउट सॉल्विंग सेशन। साथ में आपको इसके अंदर मल्टीपल एजुकेटर्स मिलेंगे फॉर ऑल द सब्जेक्ट्स, और साथ में प्रैक्टिस टेस्ट सीरीज भी आपको उपलब्ध होंगी। ये कुछ प्राउड लर्नर्स हैं जिन्होंने अनअकैडमी प्लेटफॉर्म पर अपनी क्लासेस ली, और इसके अंदर आप देख सकते हैं ऑल इंडिया रैंक 1 से लेके ऑल इंडिया रैंक 2, ऑल इंडिया रैंक 3, और आप भी इस लिस्ट के अंदर शामिल हो सकते हैं। बस थोड़ी सी सूझबूझ और प्लानिंग की आवश्यकता है। अलग अलग प्लान्स अवेलेबल हैं जो आपके बजट को और जो आपके टाइमिंग को सूट करता हो। फ्रॉम 3 months ऑनवर्ड्स आप ये प्लान्स अवेल कर सकते हैं, जिन पर आप 10% डिस्काउंट भी अवेल कर सकते हैं, और इस डिस्काउंट के लिए आप मेरा कोड इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं CAKB10। आपको इन पर इमीडिएटली 10% डिस्काउंट मिलेगा। इसी तरीके से ग्रुप 2 के भी अलग अलग प्लान्स अवेलेबल हैं, और अगर आप चाहें तो दोनों ग्रुप्स के अंदर भी आप ये प्लान्स अवेल कर सकते हैं। जो आपके प्लान्स को, आपके बजट को सूट करे, यू कैन टेक दीज प्लान्स, और इन सभी प्लान्स पर आप अवेल कर सकते हैं 10% डिस्काउंट। इन सभी क्लासेस के लिए आपको लिंक मिलेगा डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स के अंदर, एंड यू कैन सब्सक्राइब फॉर दीज प्लान्स एंड अवेल अ डिस्काउंट एज वेल। तो किस बात का इंतजार है, आइए लेट्स क्रैक इट। As I just made a mention that as far as the para number 72 is concerned, this is not exactly what you can say is supposed to be an independent para. It is a clarification, or you can say that it is an explanation to what is given in para 69. At this stage also, let me tell you something very interesting. You would have witnessed that in earlier paragraphs they were quite bold in language, bold in the sense that the wordings were in bold. But in this particular case you can see that it is italicized in nature. This italicized paragraph only indicates that it's an explanation to the paras which are written in a bold language. Well, don't take it the bold language the other way around. So when I say that it's bold, that means it's written in dark black in color. And this is italicized in nature, which becomes an explanation to the earlier paras. Now, if you remember the para number 69, in terms of para number 69, that is clause number C, I quote unquote what is given in the para number 69C. It says the liability is due to be settled within 12 months. It says after the reporting period. So when it says the liability is due to be settled, that means the liability is supposed to be paid within 12 months after the balance sheet date. Now, para number 72 is an explanation, you can say, to the para number 69 clause C. Here it says an entity classifies its financial liability. Now, if you look at the para number 69C, it is talking of liabilities in general. Liabilities could mean they could be financial or they could be non-financial liability. But in this case, it is talking typically of a financial liability. And I think to understand this, you can assume, and of course, you can keep this in mind, that financial liability would be something like a borrowing, a loan which is taken from another entity or maybe from a bank. So it says an entity classifies its financial liabilities as current when they are due to be settled within 12 months after the reporting period, even if. So as the para number 69C tells you that any liability which is due within 12 months of the reporting period is current, here also it is reiterating the same fact. But he says if, even if, so there is a clarification, and the clarification is given in the clause A and B of the para number 72. The original term was for a period longer than 12 months. It doesn't make a difference whether it was a long-term borrowing initially. If it is due to be paid within 12 months after the reporting period, the original term of the liability, even if it is long-term in nature, doesn't make a difference. And it says an agreement to refinance or reschedule the payments on a long-term basis is completed after the reporting period and before the financial statements are approved for issue. Now, if you look at the language which is given in clause number B, it is only indicating the cutoff period which is mentioned in Ind AS 10. You consider events to be a non-adjusting events when the event takes place after the reporting period but before the approval of the financial statements. So it says that if the agreement to refinance or to reschedule the payments on a long-term basis is completed post balance sheet date, even though it is before the approval of financial statements, would not make a difference. So as we said, that we can say that if a company has got a long-term borrowing, which has got an original period, of course, more than 12 months. Now, if this particular liability is due to be paid within 12 months from the balance sheet date, it is undoubtedly classified as a current liability. It doesn't make a difference whether the agreement has taken place between the lender and the entity to refinance or reschedule the payments, and especially when the process of refinancing or reschedulement has taken place post balance sheet date and before the approval of the financial statements. So this becomes a clarification to the para number 69 clause number C, that is para number 72. That's all in this particular video, which for the para numbers 73, 74 and 75 in the coming videos. Thank you for watching. Take care and goodbye.